Welcome. You have reached review time with Imperial. Today's review will be Hubie Halloween starring Adam Sandler. Let's get into it. So it is Halloween season 2020, and with the COVID out here and theaters are shutting down because they can't get the traffic to maintain the business. A lot of movie that was expected to drop is pushed back, and the movie game is messed up. Unlike people like Adam Sandler, who transitioned over to streaming platforms years ago, and a lot of his last several movies all came out on Netflix, so he's not affected by this wave. Maybe to shoot the films because of the COVID stuff, but whenever he you know, get a nice budget and get the actors and actresses to film. You can just once it's finished, edited and everything like that, ship it out on distributed through Netflix. And so early this year we got Uncut Gems where you got to see Adam Sandler in a different type role, more like a serious type role. Now ending the year out with a funny movie. Now I want to say shout out to Adam Sandler for transitioning, getting on the streaming platforms. He's seen it ahead of time. Also, Adam Sandler in all of his movies, you could tell who his friends is. He makes sure he find a role for his friends in all of his movies, and he gives a lot of opportunity to a lot of actors and actresses, a lot of childhood actors and actresses coming up, and uh, shout out to him for that, man, because this movie, the bright spot of this movie was pretty much the amount of uh, entertainers, comedians that he had in this film, giving them opportunity in a role, keep a paycheck going during this time, and shout out to him for that, and that's a big salute. But nevertheless, let's get to the movie. Hubie uh, is Adam Sandler's character, um, Hubie the Wise, and this is his character. His love interest in the film is Violet Valentine, played by Julie Bowen, and this is basically Waterboy's character. Bobby Boucher um, is older, you know what I'm saying, and basically that type of character. That's what it reminded me of. An older Bobby Boucher from the Waterboy. Of course, different name and everything, but the same type character or whatever. So you have us Hubie's in this small town, and it's Halloween season, and he goes around the town, and uh, people throw stuff at him, people insult him. He works at the meat store, but Halloween season, he's like a town monitor to try to keep the town safe, and he takes pride into it. And he's like a goofy guy, and like I said, people throw stuff at him, insult him all the time, play pranks on him. And his mom, he lives with his mom, and his mom pretty much tells him like, you got to step up for yourself and uh, stop trying to see the good in everybody, and when people pick on you, you got to stand up. So throughout the film, that's the bulk of the story, preparing for Halloween, and monitoring the town. And so you get to meet a bunch of different characters. Of course, he got his boys in the film. You got Kevin James plays as Sergeant Steve, and you have Rob Schneider plays as Richie Hartman, who escaped from the mental asylum. Uh, um, Steve Buscemi plays as Walter Lambert. He is actually the he plays as a werewolf that also escaped from the mental asylum. And you have Maya Rudolph. She plays as Mary, and she's the wife um, to Lester, who's played by Tim Meadows. You have Keenan Thompson. He plays as Sergeant Blake. You have Lavelle Crawford plays as Farmer Dave. Who else you had? You had George Wallace plays as Mayor Benson. Kim Whitley plays as Farmer Louise. I'm trying to think. Mikey Day plays as Axe Head. So he brought in a lot of Michael Chiklis. They used to have that cop show that was real popular. Plays his father Dave. He had Shaquille O'Neal, who voiced over that played the voice of the radio personality to the whole movie, and then you find out it's Shaq or whatever. So Ray Liotta plays as Mr. Landula. So Jackie Sandler plays as the news reporter reporting on what's happening to the town, and you got June Squibb, who plays as Adam Sandler's wife, Hubie's wife. I mean, well, not wife, sorry, his mother. So in the film, everybody that was picking on him, they start when actually Halloween night came, they start disappearing throughout the whole everything that was going on in that night. So it's all different types of events that's going on. He's trying to keep the town monitored, trying to find out what's going on, but people are coming up missing. And so while they're coming up missing, he's looking for them. He has always loved Violet Valentine. She has 3 kids in the town, and he never had the courage to step up and say, ask her out or tell her how he felt about her. And she actually liked him too, and she was always waiting for him to initiate. And so, of course, with that whole people telling them, hey man, you need to just push up to her, but she became a suspect. So he thought maybe she was the one that was making the people in the town disappear. So nevertheless, through all that, it got its little funny moments, but it's not as funny that with all these different people, comedians and talent, it wasn't as funny as it could have been. I think the storyline, if it was a better storyline, um, I think they could have found ways to make it funnier. But the storyline really wasn't, storyline to me wasn't that good. I mean, if you after you read this, of course, subscribe and like to the channel, leave a comment, tell me what you feel. You might have thought it was hilarious, but to me, I didn't think it was that funny. I'm just watching it, and already gave the salutes on the giving all those people an opportunity to have that show filled with so many recognizable actors and actresses. Then it's like, dang, you want this to be dropped there funny, but it don't normally work like that. When you got a lot of people in those movies like that, don't normally, a lot of time people don't get to shine, and it doesn't be as funny as you think it could be. But a lot of it, I think, is just a storyline. It's hard. I guess it's hard to make a Halloween film funny or whatever and still take it serious. Well, I guess you can't take it serious to begin with, but nevertheless, at the end of the movie, you find it to come out that his mom was the one that was snatching all the people up. I don't know how she was snatching them up. I think she had some type of spiritual powers, and then he pretty much, she was great, burn them all at the end because she had them all tied up. And he was pretty much telling me, like, Mom, don't do it. That's not the type of person he is. Even though they insult me, do pranks on me, I want to, basically save them. And she was like, nah. So she threw a match to go burn them. And he used, like, his suit carrier that he's been having the whole film and burnt out the match. And they got let go, and then the mom was like, pretty much like, you're ready to be on your own now. And then she draw the attention to everybody. When they turned around, she was gone. So that was pretty much the end of the film. He became the new mayor at the end of the film. He ended up messing with Violet Valentine and embraced her kids, and that was the end of the film. So, in my 4-star rating system, this is really a 1.5 movie, but I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 4 stars because of the opportunity that he gave the actors and actresses, all the actors and actresses, familiar faces in the film. So I'm gonna go with that. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment. Till next time.